It is a clear, cool evening here in Denver, Colorado. Welcome to Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver for the Denver Nightwings hosting the Dallas Lobos. You are watching the SFL, brought to you by APM Music on YouTube. Rich Patrick, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Sitting here next to me is Shan Varner. And we have Stephen Hacker on stats. How you doing tonight, Shan?
Great, man. Great to be here. Great matchup between these two teams.
What do you see? I know you had some comments about the keys. What do you see as the keys to tonight's game?
Well, Denver's going to have to come out and keep drives going by completing these third down conversions and just making sure their offense is on the field. Defensively, they want to create turnovers and limit the big plays down the field. Dallas, they want to come into this game and run the ball a little bit more than they usually do. They want to control the clock of offensive line to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Defensively, eliminate big plays down the field, find it out.
So the Dallas Lobos win the toss and believe they decided to defer, so Denver should start off with the ball. These are two high-scoring offenses. Dallas will start out on offense. Kramer Jackman has this one teed up. And here we go. We are playing football here in Dallas. Kickoff comes down inside the 5-yard line. Going to return it out past the 25. Still going out past the 30 to the 33-yard line. First down and 10, Denver. And first down and 10, Dallas. And the quarterback, Jacques Lewandula, will come out to start things off. Halfback is Zach Sandlin. Wide receivers, Mike Osai, Mason Kirby, and junior senior the third. Tight end is Tristan Carr. Lewandula drops back. He's going to throw it to Sandlin coming out of the backfield. He has a lot of room to run. Going to start off with a 9-yard gain, second down and 1.
That was just a great play, by the quarterback. Looking at Sandlin, he didn't have anything down the field, and Sandlin was wide open to get a huge chunk of yardage on that particular play. He only has 10 receptions for 19 yards so far in these last 3 games.
Second down and 1. Short second down play here. Going to go to Sandlin right up the middle. Plenty of space there off the right-hand side of the center, and he is going to get the first down and 10 at their own 46-yard line coming up on midfield.
Rich, one thing I liked about that play is Dallas comes out in a wide spread, spreading that defense out, and just runs the ball up the middle. Great plan there by the offensive coordinator.
2 wide right this time for Lewandula. 2 backs in the backfield behind him. Drops back to throw, has time. Goes across the middle, knocked down, almost picked off. Deontay Phillips, the outside linebacker, knocked that one down.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was going to Mike Osai, but just wasn't able to connect with his receiver.
The guys you want to watch on the Denver defense tonight, up front, Bailey Baca, the defensive tackle. You got Mike Sawchuk, inside linebacker. And then the secondaries, powerful secondary, Matthew Lee and B.J. Armstrong, the corners. Nicholas Warner and Marty McCree are the safeties. Sandlin goes to the right-hand side, and he gets knocked down by Mike Sawchuk. Short gain, third down and 9.
It's only 2 attempts for 5 yards. He's going to have to really get going if Dallas sticks to their game plan.
Third down and 9 for Dallas. Going to send 3 wide, 2 backs. Lewandula calling the signals. Looking to throw, goes to the left-hand side, knocked down, dropped, incomplete. Trying to get it to Mike Osai, he just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, and that's his second attempt to go to Mike Osai. So he's 0-2 for no yards. going to the veteran of Mike Osai.
So Dallas comes out in their first series and is forced to punt. Brock Vandenboom standing back at his own 31-yard line.
Well, Rich, do you like this approach that Dallas is taking? Do you think this is a smart way to look at this game? Both of these teams, like you said earlier, have high-powered offenses, and Dallas is taking a chance here. This game plan with Zach is not a formidable running back in this league.
Yeah, Zach. Zach has only he's got 301 yards rushing, but I think he can help carry the load. But they got to open it up. That long pass to the right knocked down by Tyler Rose. Bring up 2nd down and 10 now.
Going to Giacomo Jones there.
Yeah, Dallas has 4 good receivers that they need to be throwing that ball to, but they are going to have to use Sandlin to get the ball or get the passing game opened up. So Josh Miller, the quarterback, standing in the shotgun. McChesney to his right. 3 wide. Looking to throw. Sits in the pocket. Plenty of time. Throws across the middle. Almost picked off. Right into the hands of Bones Malone, the outside linebacker.
Yeah, Bones Malone at one time was the inside linebacker for Carolina Skyhawks.
So for Denver on the offensive side of the ball, Josh Miller is the quarterback, Jared McChesney is the halfback, and Giacomo Jones, Logan Keel wide receivers, and Hiapo Kinloa, the rookie, at tight end. Drops back to throw. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket, throwing deep to the right-hand side. Incomplete. Intended for Giacomo Jones. He just couldn't put it in there.
These quarterbacks are taking shots down the field, but this defense is playing great right now.
So to bring up 4th down and 10. Yeah, I did not expect the defenses to be the showcase of this game yet, but it's really early in this game. Lily Long, the punter, standing at the 5-yard line. That'll come down at the 40. They're going to try return. Tries to shake and bake a little bit. Mason Kirby, but he stopped after a short return. And the Lobos will start off 1st and 10 at their own 47.
Well, Rich, the running game wasn't working efficiently. Maybe they'll try some passes through the air here.
Single back. That's Zach Sandlin, the rookie. Going to go to Sandlin again, right up the middle. And he's going to be stopped after 3. Stopped by Nicholas Warner. He's fighting hard for those yards.
He is. I mean, he's going right up the middle. He's going behind his blockers here, and he's staying patient in his running. But he's with 3 attempts for only 8 yards. He's got to do a better job of getting to that second level.
2 wide this time for Lewandula. 2 backs. Drops back to throw. Sits in the pocket. Plenty of time. Throws to the right-hand side. Incomplete. Knocked down by Matthew Lee. This Nightwing secondary doing a good job of staying on those receivers and not giving Lewandula much room to throw the ball.
One thing that I noticed out of Matthew Lee this year is he's got 6 bat downs and only 1 interception. But that 1 interception went for a touchdown, so he's a dangerous cornerback to throw to.
So it brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Lobos. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Lewandula in the shotgun. Sandlin to his left. Looking to throw. Throws across the middle. It's complete for a 1st down out to the 36-yard line. That looks like junior, senior, the 3rd on the reception this time.
Junior senior the third coming into this game with 26 receptions for 385 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's one of the biggest key elements to this Dallas offense.
Here's an interesting stat for you. That is the first completion in this game. First pass completion in this game. 5 wide this time for Lewandula. Ball at the 36, drops back, has some time. Almost intercepted. I'm not sure who he was going to that time, but that was knocked down by Teddy Farmer. It should have been picked off.
Rich, I don't know how he wasn't picked off. It was right there in his hands. My coach always told me if it hits your hands, you better catch it.
Yeah, but we've had this conversation before. There's a reason these guys are playing defense and not playing wide receiver, so. 2 wide right, 1 wide left, 2 backs behind Lewandula. Looking to throw, short drop, goes to the left and knocked down. B.J. Armstrong on the swat there, and Osai can't pull it in.
You know, that's his first bat down of the season, Rich. B.J. Armstrong, very good, strong safety.
So I'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Lobos. Single back. Zach Sandlin. Yeah, 2 wide on each side. Drops back. Looking to throw. Goes deep. It's complete out inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 10-yard line. And that, again, is junior senior the 3rd. Nice throw there by Lewandula.
Yeah, great connection here between the quarterback and the receiver. Just looks like a little bit of man-to-man play right there. And junior senior the 3rd was able to break away from his coverage and get a nice completion over the middle.
Marty McCree and Nicholas Warner were both there. They just couldn't get to the ball. Lewandula put it right between them. Single back and a flag on the play. Sandlin's going to go to the left, and he is hammered. Pays the price. Marty McCree coming up from the free safety position.
That was some tough love there. A great open field stop, though.
So that is going to be a offside against the Night Wings. And Dallas will take that penalty, and it'll be 1st down and 5.
Yeah, you
First
can't
down
give
and
up.
goal.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You can't give up those easy yardage for this dangerous Dallas team. I mean, they're right here in the red zone. You got to stay a little bit more composed if you're the Denver defense.
3-up game. MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/simulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with 100% satisfaction guarantee. Throws to the right-hand side, incomplete. No, fumble. They're going to call it a fumble, calling it a backwards pass.
Wow, it looked like he just hit his hands. He had no.
It did.
He didn't take any kind of step or anything going forwards.
Matthew Lee picked it up. They're gonna say that was a lateral and not a forward pass.
Wow.
And Matthew Lee picks that one up. So Denver and Dallas, I kind of expected that. Dallas is going to come out and call our first Harry's Close Shave Challenge of the game.
Absolutely. And I think this is a good call by Steven because, you know, if you look at this replay here, he doesn't catch the ball. He doesn't make a step forward. So I'm not seeing the fumble here, Rich.
Well, he did. He was about a half a yard behind where the quarterback was. So we'll see what he says.
After review, the play stands.
Yeah, the play stands. He was about a half a yard back behind where the quarterback was standing. And that makes that a lateral. That makes that a fumble. So that was a first Harry's Close Shave Challenge of the game, and Dallas loses that one, so they do lose a timeout. Dallas will line up at their own 10-yard line. 1st and 10, first turnover of the game. Going to go right up the middle there. McChesney, gain of 6. Bring up 2nd down and 4. From shave sets to handles, Harry's provides quality craftsmanship. Made in Germany, we make Harry's products from the finest materials and ingredients to ensure they perform as well as possible. Use the coupon code SimulationFL at purchase from Harrys.com a portion of your purchase sports the SFL, Harry's official razor of the SFL.
Rich, I'm going to give you some scores from our score stream app.
Yes, please.
Leads San Francisco 7-0. Tallahassee leads 7-0 over the Las Vegas Fury. And in Atlanta is leading right now 3-0.
All right, Denver has the ball, third down and 3. Pass over the middle is complete. That's enough for a first down. Looks like that was Hiapo Kinloa on the reception.
I believe this is Josh Miller's first completion over the middle here with a great catch by Logan Hill.
So Denver completes that first down. They're out of the shadow of their goalpost, and first down and 10 at the 26. 2 backs. Josh Miller drops back, throws to the left, going to McChesney out of the backfield, but he's not going to get anywhere. He's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Bring up second and 10.
Only has 14 receptions, make that 15 now for 37 yards and no touchdowns. Is a good back if you're running north and south, but not too much on the catch outside.
Power eye behind Josh Miller. Sitting in the pocket, plenty of time, trying to go deep to Giacomo Jones, but it's knocked down. Knocked down by Rocky Aquino. No, sorry, by E.K. Vinson. Vinson knocks that one down. Brings up third down and 10 now for the Nightwings. Dallas could make a stop here and limit the damage of that fumble down in the red zone. Denver drops back, going to go out of the backfield again to McChesney, but nothing doing. A short gain. Brings up 4th and 8 and a punt.
Yeah, both of these teams are playing really good defense. That's kind of what both owners, when I talked to them earlier, both of them really wanted to watch the deep passes down the field. And, if they have a run or two on them, that's fine, but they just didn't want to get those deep, big plays off. So both teams are doing a great job with that.
Punter standing back inside his 15-yard line. Now come down at the 31 and going to try and return it. Short return brings it up to the 37, and that's where Dallas will take over first down and 10. Rich Pratchett here, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Shan Varner sitting next to me. He's my color commentator, and Stephen Hacker in the booth doing a great job on stats. Appreciate it, Stephen. For those of you in the chat that don't know what you're looking at, make sure you ask some questions in the chat or go over and join our Discord community. Going to hand it off to Sandlin, trying to get something started in the running game, and that's just not looking like it's going to happen real easy.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to these coaches playing these defense and offensive coordinator. Steve Mullinex, the offensive coordinator for Dallas, and the DC, the defensive coordinator for Dallas, is Crash Combs, doing a great job tonight by stopping this Denver offense.
Going to try and go to Sandlin again. He goes to the right-hand side, and he is going to get 3, but he is stopped after that. Brings up third down and 7.
For an update real quick, Rich. Mexico City 7, Atlanta 3, Tallahassee 14 over Las Vegas 0. Oklahoma City 7, San Francisco 0. Dallas and Denver still have 0-0.
Lewandowski throws it to the right, but he just tried to go to junior senior the third, but senior didn't get out there and get enough yardage, so it's going to be short of the first down. Bring up fourth down and 3 and a punt.
Here, Rich, junior senior the third, he's one of the main targets besides Tristan Carr for this Dallas. So you got to get Mike Osai and Mason Kirby more involved in this game going downfield.
Rock Vandenboom, the punter, standing at his own 28-yard line. No return on that one. Came down at the 21, and he stopped at the 21. So the Night Wings will take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. You know, we came in, we talked about this pregame. Shan, Denver is averaging 36 points a game. They're the top scoring offense in the league. And Dallas is averaging 33 points a game. They're the number 3 scoring offense in the league. And we're sitting here scoreless. This says a lot for their defense.
What you're trying to say here is, Rich, is whoever scores the last touchdown wins the game.
That's what it's looking like to me. Josh Miller goes to Hiapo Kinloa, and he gets 7 before falling out of bounds. Second down and 3.
Golly, and that man's a big target too. 6'6", 240 pounds. You know, he was the number 4 pick this year in the SFL draft.
Yeah, he's been a big weapon for them, especially down in the red zone. Just having that big body that can catch as well as he can. Miller drops back to throw, throws to the right, and it is complete. It looks like he got his feet down, and they're going to say he did. First down and 10 again. Kinloa on the catch. Out to their own 36-yard line. First down and 10. The tight ends kind of made a big impact around the league as a receiving tight end, not just a blocking tight end.
Right. Lots of tight ends are making a comeback, if you want to call it that. Some great tight ends out there.
McChesney, plenty of room, breaking tackles, gets out across the 40, and is he gone? Down to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown. Jared McChesney and the Night Wings.
Good run. Just some great blocking from his offensive line. Just spreading that defense out and creating a huge hole for McChesney to run through. He also had some, I didn't hear, he had some little, some blocks right there that field, and he was going after that.
And that was the Everscroll block of the game. Everscroll by Movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL action. Protect them and see every moment by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from movement.com. That's MVMT.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches and sunglasses and accessories. And the extra point is good, and Denver strikes first in this one with 1:09 left in the first quarter. Denver 7, Dallas 0. Heck of a run there from McChesney, breaking tackles all over the place.
Yeah, he's now has 3 attempts for 71 yards. So huge chunk of yards out of that last play.
Kramer Jackman kicks it off, and it's going to come down inside the 5-yard line. Going to reverse field, try and get some more yardage, but that didn't really work out there for Mason Kirby. He stopped inside the 20 at the 18, and Dallas with the worst starting field position of the night so far.
I'm not sure if he thought he was going to be Devin Hester there or what, but he was just running all over the place in the backfield.
Lewandula under center with power eye behind him, drops back to throw. Going to the right-hand side, it is complete, and they're going to give him the first down, complete to senior the third. And he stretched that ball across the line to gain for the first down.
To me, Rich, it didn't look like it got across the line of, the pylon there.
2 backs behind Lewandula. 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Denver has 4-man down. Going right up the middle. And that is going to be a first down for Zach Sandlin. No, second inches. They say he was short.
It looked like the same.
So that's going to be second down and inches. Still going to give him 10 on that one.
That was his best run of the night. 9 yards.
If they can get him going, that'll open up that passing game and make Dallas a little bit more dangerous.
Sure.
Single back, going to Sandlin again, right up the middle. He's got the first down this time. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Denver 7, Dallas 0. here in the Mile High City of Denver. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. First down and 10, Dallas at their own 40-yard line. Trips to the right, and he drops back, throws left, completes. Mike Osai, gain of 4. Had to tiptoe along the sideline to get those feet down.
At some point, Rich, when do you think the Dallas Lobos, when do you think they start, chunking some down the field here?
Well, we were talking about it's a little crisp and cool tonight, and it's clear, but it's 14-mile-an-hour winds coming out of the west tonight, so that could be having an impact on these throws. Going to Sandlin, he breaks a tackle, he gets the first down out across, or at least to midfield. Stopped by Marty McCree, but that was a hard run.
It was. I think if he would have stepped out to the outside a little bit more, he would have had some more yards to gain. Right now, he has 9 attempts for 30 yards. So,
if Zach Sandlin can get his body moving, 6'2", 260 pounds, that's a big running back. He's gonna be hard to tackle. Going to Sandlin again, right up the middle. Stopped after a short gain by Mike Sawchuk. 2nd and 8.
Chuck, inside linebacker for this Denver team, has 13 tackles, 8 assists, 1 tackle for loss, and 2 bat downs. So he gets involved pretty heavily in this defense.
In the shotgun, Lewandula sits in the pocket, throws to the left. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. I was about to say he was complete, but yeah, Mike Osai could not keep his feet in. So that'll be an incompletion, bring up 3rd down and 8.
That's 5 targets for Mike Osai. 4 misses on only 1 catch for 4 yards. He's got to get more involved in this game.
Third down and 8, 9:43 left in the half. Denver up 7-0 over the Lobos. Empty backfield for Lewandula. Plenty of time, sits in the pocket, throws to the right. It's complete out to the 30-yard line. Mason Kirby on the reception. They're going to call him down at the 29, 1st down and 10.
And that's just a good grab by Mason Kirby. Replay here. In the right place at the right time. The ball just goes over to the defender's head, and he was able to jump up and grab it.
Yeah, Mike Sawchuk was trying to cover Osai, and he just couldn't do it. Or Kirby. He just couldn't do it. That inside linebacker.
23 pounds.
Yeah, Sandlin with a short gain of 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Yeah, when you're, an inside linebacker, like you said, 260-pound inside linebacker trying to cover a 6'5", 223-pound wide receiver, you're a little overmatched. Single back behind Lewandula. Going to go to Sandlin. He'll gain 3 that time. Bring up 3rd down and 6. Yeah, I think we've talked about it. They're going to have to go to the air. I mean, as good as Sandlin is, and he does break some, they're going to have to go to the air, or Denver's going to be able to sell out on this run and stop Sandlin. Drops back, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Sits in the pocket, goes across the middle, incomplete. Trying to get it to Mason Kirby, but Mike Sawchuk knocked that ball out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Mike did all the work by himself or if just not a great catch.
Yeah, I think you're right. It wasn't. I thought it was Mike Sawchuk that was back there on defense, but I did not see the defender that disrupted that pass.
Lewandula now 7 of 7 for 96 yards. No touchdown.
And Dallas is going to come out and try and kick a 42-yard attempt. Manuel, the kicker. for Dallas. Hold is down, and the kick is up. And it is no good. Wide right. And we talked about this, too, that wind. That wind is going to play havoc. So wide right on that one. No score there for Dallas, and Denver will take over first down and 10.
There is another interesting point here, Rich. You know, Denver has a star kicker with Kramer Jack. And, you know, missing that field goal from only 41 yards, which is a, pretty normal kick for a non-contract kicker. So,
Josh Miller. Sorry about that. Josh Miller goes to Logan Keel on the on first down for a gain of 3, second down and 7. Yeah, I we've had this debate, and I've had this debate with other guys I've worked with about the spending money on a kicker thing. You know, do you spend a whole bunch of money on a kicker? And the games that I've seen this season, you spend money on a kicker. At least that would be me. Now everybody has their own opinion on it, and everybody has their own philosophy. Obviously, these coaches do. Going to Jared McChesney out of the backfield. And Crash Combs comes up to make the tackle. Brings up third down and 3. Third and 3 for the Night Wings. Single back behind Josh Miller. 4 wide. Looking to throw. Throws to the right. It's complete to Hiapo Kinloa. And that's enough for first down. First and 10, Denver.
This is going to strike you as odd, Rich. Josh Miller, 4 of 8 for 43 yards. 7 of 7 for 96 yards.
Yep.
Denver's winning this game.
Yep. And then you look at the rushing yards too. Going to McChesney. And he is stopped after a 2-yard gain. Second and 8. Two backs behind Josh Miller. Ball sitting at midfield. And sacked. Miller is sacked. Denzel Maverick gets to him quick. Brings Miller down for a loss. It'll bring up third down and 10 at the 48. Power I behind Josh Miller. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Looking to throw, plenty of time. Deep drop. No, he's going to get hit and sacked again.
This Dallas defense has come to play tonight.
Denzel Maverick with his 2nd consecutive sack. Boy, did you see that move? That move he put on the, I believe that's the right guard.
Look like Ndamukong Suh coming through there.
So this will force a punt from Denver. This is what Dallas needed. With 5:36 left in the half. Oh, makes a move to the inside. Gets a short return. Mason Kirby made one man miss. Gets it out to the 27, first down and 10.
Rich, you think that's going to be a momentum shifter in this game? Dallas gets us 2 big sacks and then put the ball away. I think this is time for Lewandula to come out and start really slinging this ball downfield.
Yeah, they need to do something to take advantage of that those 2 sacks and grab momentum here. Lewandula with one back, and he's going to go to Sandlin. Sandlin breaks a tackle. And he's stopped after a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5. 5 yards on first down is acceptable, Shan. Stay ahead of that. Stay ahead of schedule.
Anytime you're moving forwards, is positive yards is a plus in my book.
Power I. Lewandula drops back. Is going to swing it out to Sandlin. And he is going to get stopped short of the first down. B.J. Armstrong. Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Bad play. I thought it was a great play from Lewandula there to chunt the ball down to get 2 or 3 yards there. But there was nobody on that top left side up there for the defense. So I think if Sandlin was a little bit faster, he'd have picked up that first down.
Yeah, that was a good open field tackle by Armstrong, that's for sure. Sits in the pocket, throws to the right, almost intercepted. Knocked down. He was under pressure. Lewandula was under pressure just trying to get rid of the ball and almost got it picked off. And that'll force another punt from Dallas. Rock Vandenboom. Yeah, I was thinking that may have been a momentum shifter there for Dallas, those 2 sacks. Ooh, got close. Almost blocked that one. And a short return brings it out to the 27. And Denver will start there, first down and 10. 4:18 left in the first quarter.
Update on the scores: Mexico City 17, Atlanta 3, Tallahassee 21, Las Vegas 3, Oklahoma City 17, San Francisco 3, Dallas 0, and Denver 7.
Trips to the left for Josh Miller. He's going to go to McChesney. Plenty of room. Gets out to the 35-yard line. Gain of 8. Second down and 2. McChesney with plenty of room there. Sorry about that, Shan. Go ahead.
I was going to say McChesney has 6 attempts for 84 yards and 1 touchdown.
So 2nd and 2. Going to go to McChesney again. Plenty of room to the left-hand side. Gets it across the 40. Breaks a tackle. Finally brought down by Iverson Gamble. But that is another Nightwing first down.
And that's one thing that Jeremy talked to me about before this game was, he wanted to keep these drives going. When he gets down to third down, he wants to make that conversion. He wants to get down to not even going to 3rd down. He wants to get the first down in the first, second attempts.
2 wide right, 1 wide left this time for Josh Miller. 2 backs. Quick pass out to the left to McChesney. And, man, McChesney is just destroyed by Crash Combs. He comes out and want to make sure he made his presence felt.
And I think, Denver has found something here with McChesney on the ground because they're not being, Dallas is not able to stop him.
Well, McChesney gets hit in the backfield, but breaks a couple tackles and makes a man missed and gets out to the 49-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 4.
This is kind of some interesting stuff here. We're over 4,000 people for this live stream on Twitch today. A great showing from everybody. We appreciate it so much.
Plenty of room for McChesney. He gets out to the 41-yard line before Kane Vasquez comes up and makes the stop. And look at all that room to the left-hand side, Shan.
I think if you would have cut that back on that last block, instead of going to the outside, if he would have cut that back, man, he'd probably been gone to the house.
McChesney tried to throw a stiff arm out there, but Vasquez was moving just a little too hard for that stiff arm to take effect.
Yeah, Vasquez is a man. Now, you're not going to sit there and just one arm stiff arm him. He's going to get you.
That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning, and that is the quick 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. First down and 10 at the 41-yard line. 4 wide for Josh Miller. Looking to throw. Throws to the left. It's complete. Nice. Nice catch by Giacomo Jones. Good coverage by Gamble, but Jones just went up and got it.
Ups on that one. Just a great by Jones here. Look how, I mean, that's just amazing how much ups he has on that reception.
Quip Design delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations. Brush head refills for $5, refilled every 3 months. Covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in the chat for your purchase. Your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Throwing deep into the end zone, incomplete.
I think that might have been hit at the line or something. He looked kind of wobbly coming out of his hand there, Rich.
So that'll bring up second down and 10. 1:24 left in this half. Denver trying to get into the end zone to extend this lead in this close game. Trips to the right. Single back. That's McChesney behind Miller. Short drop, throws left. And it's caught, but incomplete. And Loa couldn't keep his feet in. So third down and 10 for Denver. At the Dallas 24. Getting close to the red zone here. Power I behind Josh Miller. Quick drop. Throws over the middle. It's complete. And Giacomo Jones with another catch in traffic.
Hit there, too.
Yeah, good hit. He knows when he goes out there in the middle and runs that post route down the middle, he's going to get hit. So in the red zone, first down and goal at the Dallas 9. Goes to McChesney, trying to go to the right, and Denzel Maverick's not having any of that.
A little bit of hurry up here.
2 to the left for Josh Miller. Drops back to throw, throws to the left, in the end zone, touchdown, Denver.
And I'm not sure what this corner is at. They gave us this replay. A little like the corner had come down, or maybe the free safety comes down here and just was away here.
Yeah, he had plenty of room to throw that ball. So Denver puts it in the end zone with 41 seconds left in the half. Kramer Jackman out for the extra point. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. 41 seconds left in the half. Denver 14, Dallas 0. You're watching the SFL, brought to you by APM Music on YouTube. Well, thank everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. If you're new, again, make sure you go out and join our Discord community. You can do this. Make yourself a player, get drafted or get signed, and you could be out here playing in front of 4,000 people on Twitch.
Rich, is that not just amazing?
It is.
Just run back. To have 4,000 people here. So glad y'all are with us tonight.
So Mason Kirby gets that one out to the 27-yard line, and Dallas will have 37 seconds, so 38 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. Going to send trips to the right, 1 to the left, empty backfield.
Looks like the defense is in a 3-2.
Plenty of time, throws to the right, going downfield, it's complete. And he's breaking a tackle. That's junior senior the third, stepping up, making that tough catch.
That's Dallas's #1 target. I think he just made a mistake by stepping out of bounds there. If he hadn't have, that'd have been gone for 6. Just that one blemish right here when I think that's Matthew Lee makes the tackle.
Yeah, Matthew Lee was on coverage, but senior had a step on him, and Lee had to come up from behind and catch up with him. That's a big gain on first down, brings up 1st and 10 in Denver territory. at the 38-yard line. 31 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Dallas. Short drop. Throws across the middle. It's complete. I don't know how in the world he caught that one. Mike Osai. And we've got a timeout.
Between two, I think it was three defenders there, Rich.
Yeah, that was, I mean, he was in heavy traffic, and Lewandula fit that thing right in between a bunch of people, and Osai came down with it. Back in the shotgun. Sandlin to his right. 1st and 10 at the 25. Sits in the pocket. Throws across the middle again, complete. Tristan Carr down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Hurry up offense. 13 seconds left. Drops back. Throws to the right. Going to Sandlin. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage by Mike Sawchuk. And Denver will have to call their last timeout. Sorry, Dallas will have to call their last timeout. So I was just going to ask you, Shan, what do you think they're going to do? Go for the field goal or try and get it in the end zone?
Well, I think I would just try to put some points on the board here. I know they got no timeouts left, but still, it's still early in this game. You're only down by 2 scores. The way Dallas has played before in the past, they get right back into this game. It just takes 1, maybe 2 big plays, and you're right back into this game.
So Manuel gets that one through 4-3. And Dallas gets on the board before the half. Denver 14, Dallas 3. And Manuel tees it up. Return will come out across the 25, makes a spin out across the 30 to the 31. And Denver will take over 1st and 10 with 1 second left. And I used to try and predict what these guys would do in a situation like this, but I'm always wrong, so I'm not even going to try it this time.
Well, I think Denver comes out and just runs the clock out, just runs the ball with McChesney and just takes it into the half. They're in a far set, so a good run up the middle here would be good.
Okay, and they're going to go right up the middle. McChesney, he gains 8, but that brings us to the end of the first half. Here in Denver, it is Denver 14, Dallas 3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. And stand by for some stats and a little halftime discussion. So Lewandula is 12 of 20 for 165 yards. Miller is 13 of 19 for 96 yards. Sandlin. Go ahead, Shan. Sorry.
I was going to say, look, you're looking at the quarterback's numbers here, but you got to look at these rushing guys. Zach Sandlin.
Oh yeah.
Jared McChesney. Look at McChesney. 114 yards, 1 touchdown on 11 attempts. Just Denver to me is playing a solid game of both passing and running. They're getting both of their offense part game. So, kudos to those guys.
Yeah, McChesney's really showed up. And, Dallas is trying to make it up in the air, but they're not able to get it in the end zone. We've only had 1 turnover tonight. The only turnover we had was that fumble down there in the red zone by Dallas.
Right.
But it didn't translate into any points. Denver was not able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and like I said, both teams are playing great defense. For the most part, they're stopping McChesney. Dallas is stopping McChesney from, but still 114 points against your defense, saying something. But I think they'll bounce back and put some points on the board in the second half.
So Dallas will kick off to start this second half. And it'll put Denver back on offense, trying to pad this lead. Big return out to the 35, to the 40, across midfield to the 40, down to the 30, and I think he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Denver.
It's just not what you want to see if you're a Dallas football player right now. Coming back over the half, you're already trailing down 2 scores, and then something like this happens.
Steven Vega, wide receiver and return specialist, makes one move there and avoids all the tackles and then just outruns the Dallas coverage team. And that's just a punch to the gut for Dallas. .10:48 left now in the third quarter. And Kramer Jackman comes out for another extra point attempt. Kick is up and it's good. 21-3 is where the score stands at this point with 10:48 left.
Quick, Rich, I'm going to give you some of these scores from the Score Stream app that I'm using right now. Oklahoma City 17, San Francisco 6, Dallas 3, Denver 14, Tallahassee 28 over Las Vegas 3, and that's in the third quarter. Mexico City 27, Atlanta 3 in the third quarter. Chicago 14, 3 in the second quarter.
That return comes out, makes a spin. That return comes out to the 27-yard line. Mason Kirby on the return. Tried to get some extra yards. The SFL is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library and Custom Music House. And brought to you in part by Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019. Harry's, all you need for a close and comfortable shave. And Matt Doyle Designs, official design partner of the SFL. First down and 10 for Dallas. Going to Zach Sandlin, and he gets some yards. Runs hard there on first down. And gets 5, second down and 5.
Numbers there for both running backs. I think it's time now, Rich, that you go through the air. I mean, Lewandula has 163 yards in the air. Just got to hit some of those targets, those big targets. Mike Osai, junior, senior, the third. Mason Kirby, Tristan Carr. Hit some of those guys in the field on a big play, and you're right back in this thing.
And he is dropping back. Deep drop, goes to the left-hand side, complete. Nope, they're going to say he stepped out again. That's happened a couple times to the Lobos. Mike Osai tried to pull that one in, but just couldn't get his feet down.
Yeah, in this game, Rich, this is going to sound crazy to you, but 2 catches and 5 missed catches for 17 yards for Mike Osai, a veteran in this league that used to play for the Baltimore Crabs.
And that'll be another Harry's Close Shave challenge. Dallas is saying they think he got his feet in. So let's watch the replay. That looks like he's got his feet in. In the SFL, folks, it's only 1 foot. Not the NFL. You don't have to have 2 feet down. It's only 1. Let's see what he says.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going
complete.
So complete. Stephen Mullinex wins this one. R62 comes out from under the hood and says it's complete. So that'll be a first down for Mike Osai in Denver, or in Dallas. Or no, they're going to say 3rd and inches. He still didn't get the first down, but 3rd down on inches. Zach Sandlin, the lone back. Everybody in tight except the 2 receivers, 1 on each side, going to Sandlin off the right side, and he gets the first down.
There.
1st and 10 from the Dallas 40. Dallas trying to cut into this lead. Denver 21, Dallas 3, 9:46 left in the third quarter. Single back again, that's Sandlin. Going to go to Sandlin again, and he's got to jump over somebody in the backfield. But finally stopped by Nicholas Warner.
Confusion there. He was trying to run the ball at the middle, and just so many bodies he wasn't able to get loose.
Yeah, Denver's defensive line's getting a pretty good push, getting into the backfield and disrupting some of this running game. Going to Sandlin again, off the right side. He stopped short of the line to gain by Matthew Lee. Bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, even though Denver was up in a like a 4-3 position, great job by getting up through that. And, you know, 1 or 2 missed tackles, he could have been gone.
Same formation, single back with Sandlin behind Lewandula. 2 wide, going to go to Sandlin again, right up the middle, plenty of room. He's going to get it out across the 45-yard line into Denver territory to the 44, and that'll be a Dallas first down.
Called it, man. You know, they were in a 4-3 last time. They're in a 4-3 here. He just did some great blocks this time, was able to go up the middle and get a huge chunk of yardage from that Denver stingy defense.
First down and 10, Dallas from the Denver 44. Denver 21, Dallas 3 here, 8:18 left. There's a flag. Looks like it's going to be an offside penalty. Free play. Broken tackle there by Tristan Carr, but he's still, you know, only got a short gain, so I would assume Dallas will accept this penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense.
And that MeUndies Laundry there is an offside penalty against Denver.
Look like Mac attack there.
So that'll bring up a first down and 5 now for the Lobos. Ball at the Denver 39-yard line. Power I behind Lewandula. Looking to throw. Has some room. Sits in the pocket. Going deep. Almost picked off. Incomplete. Marty McCree just couldn't keep his hands on it, but he did knock it down.
It looked like Lewandula just got the ball out too quick. He didn't have enough air under receiver, and therefore the Denver defense was able to bat it down.
Second down and 5. Again with the power I. 2 receivers. Looking to throw. Going deep again over the middle. And this time it's batted all over the place. 3 Night Wings had their hands on it and just couldn't pull it down. And Tristan Carr looks a little frustrated.
Yeah, 10 of 13, Lewandula, and 168 yards. Pretty good numbers, but he has to hit these receivers down these long strides here. That's 3 opportunities he had to go, and he just got to get to his receivers.
So third down and 5 now, empty backfield for Lewandula. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw, plenty of time, goes to the left, trying to get a lot, and he got it, complete. Out to Mike Osai.
Oh, that's a good catch. Really
Double
great
coverage
catch.
Again, Shan.
Exactly. Here, I just love the protection here that Stephen Mullenix was talking to me earlier about. Gee, he wanted to create, with that O-line, he wanted to create some blockage so that defensive line couldn't get to the quarterback, and that offensive line did a great job there on that play.
Now, Lewandula had all day long to go through his progression and find that open receiver. So first down and 10 at the 11. They're going to go to Sandlin, but he is not going to get anywhere. And Mike Sawchuk in there on the tackle again. Sawchuk having a pretty good game tonight.
Chuck has 1 tackle for loss and 1 deflection, so pretty good night so far.
Twins to the right, 2 backs behind Lewandula. Second and 10 in the red zone, Dallas. Sandlin tried to get free there, but Sawchuk once again. No, that wasn't Sawchuk this time. That was Logan Mack, the defensive end. Third down and 9 now. At the 10. Lewandula, empty backfield. 5 wide, drops back, has plenty of time, goes to the right-hand side, to back of the end zone, incomplete.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Mike Sawchuk knocked it down, but it was long anyway. The receiver was standing outside the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they don't make this here due to the defensive player there batting it down. But I think you know, what would you do there, Rich? Would you have went for a short yardage situation?
I would have thrown the ball. Just, you know, Sandlin's having glimpses of some big, great plays, but when you're down in the red zone, you've got to throw the ball. I don't know that I would have tried to get it to the back of the end zone at that point. He waited too long to throw that ball.
Yeah,
his receiver didn't have any room to. Yeah, his receiver didn't have any room to make the catch. So Manuel comes out. Hold is down. The kick is up, and that one's good. So 3 more on the board for the Lobos. 5:56 left in the third quarter. And Dallas is still having trouble getting the ball in the end zone. Denver 21, Dallas 6. Again, the SFL is brought to you in part by MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women. And Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Return comes back to the 30-yard line. Denver will start 1st and 10 at the 30.
If I'm Denver here, I'm just feeding McChesney.
I agree. And I think I was kind of glimpsing over here at the chat, and that return for a touchdown from Vega earlier was his 2nd of the season already, and we're only in week 4.
Yeah, he's working off that. He's working on a contract here. He wants a contract next season, Jeremy.
That swing out pass to McChesney is only going for 3 to bring up 2nd down and 7. So that wasn't necessarily a run to McChesney, but it kind of served the same purpose.
Yeah, it did. I mean, this Denver defense, or excuse me, offense is pretty much doing what they want to at this point.
So Power Eye behind Josh Miller, flag MeUndies Laundry on the field. McChesney, short gain. But let's wait and see what the call is. Yep, it is going to be offside against the Lobos. So that'll walk the ball up 5 yards.
I just think this Dallas team is getting a little frustrated, and they're making some mistakes. They need to wrap those mistakes up and get their head back into this game.
So 2nd down and 2 now for the Night Wings. Drops back, has some time, sits in the pocket, goes to the left, and it is knocked down. Incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Logan Keel, but it looked like E.K. Vincent knocked that one down.
If I'm not mistaken, that's probably Logan's 2nd or 3rd target.
3rd down and 2 now for the Night Wings. 2 wide, single back. Jared McChesney. Josh Miller's dropping back, throwing to the right, and it is complete. Falling to the ground, but making the catch is Logan Keel. And that's enough for a Night Wing 1st down.
It's hard to imagine that's only Josh Miller's 15th completion for only 88 yards.
First down and 10 now for the Night Wings. 2 wide, 2 backs in the shotgun. Josh Miller. Throwing left. He's got his man. Completes. Out to the 35-yard line. That's Giacomo Jones.
And Rich, this is just a nice fade route right here. Giacomo Jones just goes out and makes this post route and just look back and see where the ball is. He just kind of holds his hands out there and catches it.
Giacomo used that speed and got a step on Crash Combs. Didn't have much of one, but he did have just enough for Josh Miller to lay it out in front of him. Single back, 4 wide for Miller. Looking to throw, going to the right, and it is complete. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but Kinloa did pull that one in, bring up 2nd down and 1.
Wow, Rich, you probably didn't see this. Maybe they'll show a replay here, but Lola was out on the outside, maybe like an ace quad or something like that. The tight end was on the very outside and went up and made that catch. That was the really by this offensive coordinator.
They line Kinloa up in a lot of different spots. Use him a lot in the passing game. They're going to go to McChesney out of the backfield, and he's able to get out past the sticks for the 1st down.
Defense is playing a little bit off of their position here. Maybe back into a cover 3 or maybe a cover 4 here. Good.
Straight up I formation now behind Miller. 2 to the right. And Denver's got 5 or 6 up on the line. And McChesney's going to get a couple. And they're going to give him 1.
Yeah, the defensive play was a 4-3. It just looked at the offensive play calling there and just happened to get up on the line, so maybe they can stop the run.
2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back. 4 on the line this time for the Lobos. Sits in the pocket, throws to the right. It's complete. Forced out of bounds is Logan Keel. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Josh Miller's starting to put some things together in this passing game. Right now, he's catches, or 4 straight passing catches.
Two to the left, 1 to the right, single back. You got Kinloa lined up in the tight end spot on the left-hand side. He's going downfield. They're going to throw it left. It's complete to Giacomo Jones. And he got enough for the 1st down. Looks like Crash Combs on the stop.
4 catches, 65 yards.
So Denver eating up a lot of clock here, leading 21-6. 2:10 left in the 3rd quarter. Power I behind Miller. Going to go to McChesney to the left-hand side. Has some room. Gets across the line to gain for a 1st down. And inside the 5-yard line to the 3. It
was a vicious hit, but it was also a great run, great vision by McChesney. As we see this replay here, just runs to the outside and has some great blocks. Tries to throw the stiff arm there, but that was too much match for that inside linebacker.
The Nightwings have gone to the left-hand side with McChesney a few times, and he's just had wide open road to play with out there. High formation behind Miller. 2 wide here at the 3-yard line. 1st down and goal. Going to McChesney to the right-hand side into the end zone. Touchdown, Nightwings.
Wow. That's McChesney's 15th attempt for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns so far in this contest, Rich.
McChesney is he's having a game tonight, that's for sure.
Speaking of games, I'm going to reach some scores from the score stream map I've got. New Orleans 6, Chicago 14, Mexico City 34, Atlanta 10, Tallahassee 31, Las Vegas 12. Denver is 21, as we're calling that game as we speak. Oklahoma City 24, San Francisco 19.
And we have 1:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. Like I said, Denver 28 now, Dallas 6. And Lewandula now for Dallas is 14 of 25 for 196, and Miller is 20 of 27 for 139. But I think the stat that we've been talking about, are these rushing yards. McChesney with 132 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, Rich, I think it's a combination between the two, because if you look at what Josh Miller's doing, you look at what McChesney's doing, both of them are average about 132, 139 yards. So this Denver offense is staying pretty balanced.
Yeah, it is a very balanced attack tonight from Denver. Return comes out to the 27-yard line, first down and 10 for the Lobos. Luandula under center, power I behind him. Going to go to Sandlin to the left, and he is stopped after a 1-yard gain by Mike Sawchuk. Bring up 2nd and 9. Two wide, single back. 2nd and 9 at the Dallas 27, going, trying to go to Sandlin there, but no gain. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like a single left ace formation where you have three tight ends on the play there, and they were trying to
over the middle. It's complete, and that's enough for a first down. Mike Osai on the catch out to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
Rich, how many times have we seen Luandula just throw this ball, just 2 or 3 people around him, and he just puts it on the money?
Yeah, that was a dime. He threw that one right between 2 defenders, right into the hands of Osai. It was a nice throw from Luandula. Going to Sandlin this time, right up the middle. Plenty of room. Lowers his shoulder. But Nicholas Warner will bring him down after a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3. And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter here in Denver. Denver 28, Dallas 6. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Just a few shout-outs here to the YouTube chat. Josh Miller, BJ Armstrong, Robzilla75, Deshaun Davis, Denver Nightwings, Code Gaming Highlight Reel, Rich, Josh Miller, Charles Burnett. I appreciate you guys all being here. Throw to the outside is complete to junior senior the 3rd. That's enough for a first down. 1st and 10 at Dallas from the Denver 46.
Look at those numbers, Rich. Just 5 of 9 of 90 yards for junior senior the 3rd.
Let's go. 1st and 10 from your wing, 46 yards.
You got 2 to the right, 1 to the left this time for Luandula. 2 backs. At the beginning of the 4th quarter here in Denver. Dallas trying to get back into this game. Sandlin with a short 2-yard gain, stopped by Sawchuk.
What do you think Dallas has to do here? Do you think they need to open it up a little bit, start throwing these balls down the field a little bit more?
They're going to have to with only 10 minutes or 10:19 left. But they go to Sandlin again. Short gain brings up 3rd and 6. But as you were saying, they're going to have to open it up. They've only got 10 minutes left on this clock in the 4th quarter. They're down by 22. You know, they're 3 scores.
Mm-hmm.
Got to move fast.
What Dallas is doing, they're spreading these guys out a little bit, especially on this play here, and I'll finish after this play.
Drops back to throw, throws left, and it's incomplete. Knocked down, almost picked up, but that'll bring up 4th down and 6.
They're doing, they're spreading the defense out pretty good, Dallas is, and they're running the ball out of that, which is good, but, Denver has a middle linebacker in Mike Sawchuk, so if it was me personally, I would try to run the ball to the outside away from that dangerous inside linebacker, but, Dallas did their homework, and they, truly see something I don't see here, but, I think that's kind of hurt them in this run that they're trying to do in this game.
Dallas punts it away here on 4th down, and that will bounce into the end zone. They could have, if they would have got back there and coverage team would have got back there, they could have stopped that inside the 10.
Yeah, and gave Denver some hard running room there.
So first down and 10, Denver at their own 20-yard line after the touchback.
First and 10. From your wing.
9:37 left in this one. And we're back in the shotgun for Josh Miller. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And he's going to throw it. Sits in the pocket. Intercepted. Back to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, E.K. Vinson. And again, we've talked about momentum, and maybe this is the spark and Dallas needs. If they're going to get back into it, they need something like this.
Yeah, well, Eric Vincent comes into this game with 18 tackles, 3 assists, 5 bat downs. 5 bat downs now. He has 2 interceptions, and now he has a touchdown to show for it. So great job by that young man by getting in front and taking care of business for this struggling Dallas team here.
Number 7 is back for the point out.
So Vincent with the pick 6 to start the Dallas Lobos clawing back into this game. Manuel for the extra point, and it's good. 9:30 left, and it now stands at Denver 28, Dallas 13. The SFL is brought to you this season by Quip. Perfect oral care delivered. Richards Printworks, the official shop of the SFL. ScoreStream, the official score updates app of the SFL, and SpyGoat, the sound choice. Ball comes down at the 10, and Vega brings it out to the 35, and he is gone again, or is he gone again? Out to the 40, and he is going to be stopped at the 30-yard line. Another huge return from Steven Vega. Return man here. I mean, he just blocks. I mean, he just does a great job, kind of goes to the right there and goes back to the left and just caught the special teams off guard a little bit. So Denver answers back after that pick 6 by Dallas. And they're going to start off with a short field, first down and 10 from the Dallas 32-yard line. I believe they're just going to run it here, Rich. There's no point of trying to air it out. You're already ahead, 3 touchdowns. Well, nope, they're throwing to the right-hand side, and it's complete out to Kinloa. Gain of 3, second and 7. And unfortunately for Denver, he stepped out of bounds and stopped the clock. Right. Well, that just goes to show you how much I know. That's why you're sitting up here in the booth with me. Exactly.
Second and 6.
So second down and 7. Denver 28, Dallas 13. 9:09 left in this one. Dallas trying to make a huge stop here. Plenty of room for Miller. Throws it deep, incomplete. Bring up third down and 7, and once again, the clock stops. Yeah, but that was just a great job by Dallas's defense to come away, gamble there, just coming away with the hit to knock the ball out, because that could have been a very instrumental play there for Dallas. So 3rd and 7, power I, 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Short drop going to McChesney out of the backfield, but he is stopped short of the line to gain. Crash Combs and Bones Malone on the stop. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 2. And I would imagine we will see Kramer Jackman. Yeah, Kramer Jackman, 8 of 8 so far on the season. His longest is 50 yards, Rich. So this should be a chip shot for him. This is only 41. But with the wind, you never know what that wind's doing. That 14-mile-an-hour wind. Exactly. That's right. Hold is down. The kick is up. And it's good. So the wind didn't affect Kramer Jackman too much. And they're going to tack 3 onto their score. They're just, Denver's just playing all around great football. They got special teams. They've got now, field goal kicker
41-yard field goal. They had a kick return. They had another nice kick return from some nice yards from both from Vega. So Denver team is looking legit.
Return's going to come out to the 27-yard line. And Dallas will try and get that ball in the end zone again. Down 31-13, 8:09 left. Dallas still has all 3 timeouts. Sandlin's still trying to break the 100-yard mark for tonight. But they're going to have to air it out. And we've got MeUndies Laundry on the field. Sandlin stopped after a short gain. But there's going to be a penalty call here.
I do like the way Sandlin, still ducked his shoulders down to get an extra couple of yards.
So that is going to be a offsides penalty against the Nightwings. Bring up first down and 5 now for Denver or for Dallas.
Getting rich. That's Mac Attack's second defensive penalty.
Yeah, I think you are correct. In the shotgun, Lewandula. And we've got another MeUndies Laundry. Some more MeUndies Laundry on the field. And that ball, I believe, was caught.
I believe so,
by
too.
Mike
Masai.
So this one should be declined.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense. The penalty is
And Lobos are going to decline it. And, that was Mac Attack again.
Third.
He's trying to
Going
get it.
Going forward, Denver's going to have to really and make them stay sharp.
To the right, to the left. Single back. Lewandula sitting in the pocket. Has some time. Going to Sandlin out of the backfield. And he's going to get 4. Bring up second down and 6. And check down and must add some good coverage downfield.
Real quick, Rich, Tallahassee 31 over Las Vegas 20. That's the end of that game. Oklahoma City 34, San Francisco 19. 34, Atlanta 20.
So if Vegas lost, that means as it stands right now, Denver is the only unbeaten team in the SFL.
Yes, if Dallas doesn't come back in this game, it will be the first 4-0 team to start the season.
Short game brings up third down and 3 now for the Lobos. Back up under center is Lewandula. Going to go to Sandlin again, right up the middle. Well, that's an interesting play call there.
Right.
That'll bring up fourth down and 2. When you're down as much as they are, and they're going to go for it, I kind of assumed this was 4-down territory.
That's what I would say as well, Rich.
Lewandula under center. Trying to draw the Nightwings offsides, but I don't think that's going to happen, and we're going to get a timeout. Dallas's first timeout of the half.
Back intact, back on the field.
So now I'll be interested. Do we see Rock Vandenboom come out to punt it away? Yeah, Lewandula's back on the sideline talking to the coach. So I assume we're going to see Vandenboom come out here to punt this one away, try and pin the Nightwings deep. .547 left here in Denver. We'll see where this one comes down. It's going to hit inside the 10. Can they stop it? And it looks like they do. They do.
Wow.
They get it stopped at the goal line. Great coverage there by the Lobos punt coverage team.
See that Dallas has something, anything work for them this second half.
We'll see if the Dallas defense can come up with a big play here. The entire Denver offense is in the end zone. Up under center, Josh Miller going to go to McChesney to the right-hand side. He gets out of the end zone, breaks a tackle out across the 20 to the 25, still going to the 35 to the 40, across midfield, still moving. It's a foot race now. Good block there, and into the end zone. McChesney with a 100-yard run from line of scrimmage for the touchdown.
Right now, McChesney has 16 attempts for 232 yards and 3 touchdowns. This is probably the first time we've seen a 200-yard plus game this season.
When we get a good Everscroll block of the game on that run, and that sprung that 100-yard run for Jared McChesney. Everscroll by movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL Action. Protect them and see every movement by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from movement.com. That's MVMT.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. That extra point is good, and that'll bring the score to Denver 38, Dallas 13 with 5:22 left. I would expect to see that last run by Jared McChesney in the top 10.
Oh, for sure.
This week. Yep.
For sure. It's not every day you get a 100-yard touchdown, so most definitely that's probably going to be one for the highlights of the year.
Mason Kirby on the return gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down and 10, Dallas. And they're going to have to move quick. They're going to have to throw the ball downfield, Shan.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to get those receivers. I mean, they have the weapons. You know, they have 3 receivers, a tight end. You know, they have those guys available. This looks like another run up the middle here. They got 2 guys in the back in a far formation.
Going to hand it off to Sandlin again. Gain of 2, second down and 8. Now, look at the rushing yards. Stephen Hacker working overtime trying to keep up with Jared McChesney's rushing yards tonight. Look at his rushing yards.
Thank you so much,
I'm going to let you. Yeah, he's doing a great job, but I'm going to let you break that stat out.
You know, Zach Sandlin coming off with 28 attempts for 85 yards. Like I said a while ago, Jared McChesney, 16 attempts for 232 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Fumble on the play. Fumble, it's still bouncing around, still on the ground, and we'll see who recovers it. Denver says they have it. And it looked like Denver recovered that fumble. Sandlin had it, and it was knocked out by Heath Bars. And it looks like that's who recovered it as well.
This is just devastating for this Dallas offense, this Dallas team.
Going to go to McChesney to the right-hand side, and he's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss. Denzel Maverick on the tackle.
Well, Rich, wouldn't you get stopped if you just ran a 100-something yard touchdown?
Yeah, and he didn't get much time on the sideline to catch his breath either. Sucking on the oxygen mask, but back out on the field after Denver's defense does their job. 4:13 left in this one. Going to McChesney to the left-hand side, bounces it out, and he is just laid out by Iverson Gamble. He was vertical or horizontal when he came flying in to lay that hit.
Jeremy, if you can hear me, take your star players out now. You don't need to see these guys get hurt. This Dallas team is out for blood. They want to hurt these guys. They're hitting them some vicious hits out there.
3rd down and 9 for the Night Wings. Got McChesney behind Miller. Going to go to McChesney again. Room off the left-hand side. And, yeah, Iverson Gamble's decided he's going to make McChesney pay for that last run, I think.
Don't do anything but zone in on McChesney.
That'll bring up 4th down and 4, and I assume we're going to see Kramer Jackman again. Him try and go 10 for 10 on the season so far.
Number 7 is in for the field goal attempt, 18-yarder. Number 3 will hold the kick.
It's going to be a 35-yard attempt for Jackman. Hold is down. The kick is up. And it's good. 2:46 left. And Denver tacks on another 3. And they go up 41-13 over the Lobos.
Real quick, Rich, I'm going to go ahead and give you these scores from the score stream map I have. Oklahoma City 34, San Francisco 22, Mexico City 37, Atlanta 27, close one there, 24, New Orleans 12.
And Denver will kick it off. Kickoff comes down inside the 5-yard line. Got MeUndies Laundry on the field. Return comes out to about the 25-yard line. But we'll see. It's going to be holding against the Lobos. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Minor.
And Dallas will come out and try and put some more points on the board, see if they can make any kind of run here before the end of the game. The ball spotted on the 16-yard line, 1st down and 10. Throwing to the left, going to Sandlin out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped after a short gain by Steven Vega. No, sorry. Yeah, Steven Vega. So I'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for Denver. 41-13, 2:36 left.
Let's go. 2nd and 6.
Do you put the secondary in for Denver here, Rich?
The 41-13 lead, I would assume to see some backups in here, but we'll see what we get. He's going to go deep over the middle. It's complete out to midfield, down to the 45-yard line. Junior, senior, the 3rd. Brings up 1st and 10 and a hurry-up offense. 5 wide, empty backfield. Luandula pump fakes, goes to the right, incomplete.
Just in and out of the hands. Minor.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he had to check that one down. His top wide receivers were covered. Goes to his check down, and he just couldn't pull it in.
2nd and 10 from the Wolves, 46-yarder.
So 2nd down and 10, 2:14 left on the clock. Dallas with 2 timeouts. 2 wide left, 1 wide right, 2 backs behind Luandula. Looking to throw, has time, throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. Knocked down.
Teddy Farmer. Other cornerbacks for.
We've got some backups in there for the end of this game. Still playing pretty well. Empty backfield again for Luandula on 3rd and 10. In Denver territory, but they've got to make up some yards here. Going to the left, it's complete to Mike Osai, and he does get the clock stopped. And that's not a horrible completion. You are in 4-down territory, so
I was
at least he
about
caught the
to say
ball.
the same thing. You know, it's not a bad play. He was able to catch the ball, pick up some yardage, and get out of bounds, stop the clock. But they're going to have to start throwing a little bit deeper than that.
So 2 wide left, 2 wide right, 1 back behind Luandula. 2:07 left in this one. 4th and 6. Plenty of time, throwing over the middle, incomplete. Knocked down by Gary Taylor, inside linebacker. And that will be a turnover on downs, and Denver will take it over and, I would imagine, run this clock out.
We'll have to see if Josh Miller and that offense comes back on the field or if the backups come in. This could be an opportunity for Dallas to take advantage of the backups coming in.
Penny Paco, the backup quarterback, is in for Denver. And they are just going to hand it off and run out the clock. Skeeter Baja, the running back, and they'll take us up to the quick 2-minute warning. Another final from this week, Alaska over Sioux Falls 34-14. Saw that down there in the corner of the screen.
Also, we have to give a shout out to the Indianapolis Spitfire, winning their game 48-14 over London.
Was that their first win of the season?
I believe it is, Rich.
So 1:57 left, and Dallas calls a timeout. It's 3rd and 10 for Denver. Denver's backup offense in. They're going to hand the ball off again, and no gain. And Dallas will call their last timeout.
I also have a final for the Atlanta and Mexico City game. Mexico City comes away with a win on this one, 37-27 over the Storm.
Storm having a, you mean over the Swarm. Yeah, the Swarm, I'm sorry. Misunderstood what you said. The Swarm having a challenging season this year, as are a few other teams that were at the top of the league last year. Punt comes down at the 20-yard line. Short return there for Mason Kirby.
And you know,
Again,
Rich, it's nothing.
Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say Dallas, this is a great Denver team. Even and the rest of this offense and defense will be back next week to whoever their opponent is, and they'll learn from this game here, and they'll be back on the saddle and ready to ride out next week.
Dallas, they're trying to go deep to junior senior. The third overthrew him. So next week, Denver will be right back here in the Mile High City and hosting the St. Louis Gladiators. And Dallas will be back home at the Hunting Grounds, and they will host the San Francisco Sharks.
Yeah, all great teams in their respective ways.
Going to go deep across the middle again, incomplete. Trying to go to Kirby.
Now Lewandowski is he's just trying to force it in situations, and whether the receivers are getting to their routes on time or Lewandowski is just trying to get it out. I'm not sure at this point, Rich.
1:37 left on the clock. Dallas with no timeouts left. They trail 41-13. They're trying to get back on the board just to make this respectable. Complete on the post route out to midfield is Tristan Carr. Brings up first down at 10. And hurry up offense. Trips to the right, one to the left. Lewandowski drops back, throws to the right, going deep, incomplete.
He's really finding some good yardage over the middle behind that one single linebacker. I think if Dallas would really exploit that, back and score some points in this drive.
Yeah, they've had most of their success there in the middle. Throwing the ball at least. Trips to the right, one, two to the left. Empty backfield. Lewandowski on second down. Has some time, throws it to right. That's a wobbly pass, but it is complete. Mason Kirby with the first down.
That was batted at the line of scrimmage there, or what? I didn't really get to see that play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to it, but it flopped around. It's a good catch by Kirby. Short completion across the middle. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Going to stay in this empty backfield set for Luandula. Throws deep across the middle. It's complete inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, do you take a chance on Sandlin here?
Now they're going to spike the ball here to stop the clock. And I don't know if I'd take a chance on Sandlin. They're having some good success. Maybe a swing pass out of the backfield, maybe.
The defense, maybe in a cover 3 or, going back, not playing man here. Defense plays man's here, and Dallas dumps it off. It could be a sack for a loss. Tackle for a loss.
High formation. Sandlin dotting the I, back in the back, dropping back to throw, looking into the end zone. Complete touchdown. Junior, senior the 3rd.
Where was that?
Or no, that wasn't. I saw that 6 and assumed it was him, but that was the fullback.
That's a lot of trust in your fullback to.
Yeah. Mo Motley, the fullback. Man, had me fooled. Sorry about that.
Number 7 is back for the point after.
So they are going to go for the extra point. Just go for 1. Cut this lead to 21 with 31 seconds left. Just trying to make it a little more respectable. The extra point is good, and Denver now leads 41-20. Again, 31 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts left for Dallas. And we're going to see, I believe, an onside kick. Denver's got their hands team out there. Manuel bounces it up in the air, and it is floating around, flopping around.
What? Did he get it? He got it.
Nope, Denver comes up with it.
It looked Denver, for a second.
It did. I thought he had it there for a second. But Denver comes up with it, and they will just have to kneel it down one time, and will be complete here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver.
Well, we have a score update. Chicago 31 over New Orleans, and that's the final, 31-12. 7-28. We're wrapping this up here at Denver. So Denver 41, Dallas 20, Mexico City 37, Atlanta 27, Tallahassee 31, and Las Vegas 20.
So let's go over some stats. Quarterback for Dallas, Jacques Luandula, 325 yards and a touchdown. Josh Miller, 135 yards for Denver and a touchdown. He also had 1 interception. But the telling stat, I think, is Jared McChesney, 19 carries, 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. Zach Sandlin, 29 carries for 87 yards. That's just that's a career game from Jared McChesney.
Absolutely, that you can't get really better than that on the ground. That's kind of what you want from your running back. But the biggest thing here for me is the ways Denver offense is played. They just kept it balanced. They kept it in the air at times. They kept it on the ground when they needed to. They didn't really make the big plays that we're used for Denver making. But they got the job done, and this is what I see out of this Denver team. And on special teams, they did their thing. Field goals, they did their thing. So all around, this whole Denver team is just, to me, absolutely a dominant team. And Ramos Lynn said in the podcast, just team, he sees this Denver team now 4-0. A playoff contention team. So, job for Dallas. I think they've got a lot of things to work on, but at the same time, I think Dallas has a very well-balanced team as well. We just didn't see it tonight. Down to Steven doing some things different that he normally doesn't do. And I think next week he'll just get back on the saddle and like I said, ride out and take on the Sharks.
Yeah, Stephen Hacker just reminding us, and I was going to mention this, junior, senior, the third, 8 receptions for 150 yards receiving. He did some tonight for Dallas. It just wasn't quite enough.
And I think he just hitting one target, you know, for big chunks of yards. I mean, Michael Sy had 7 catches for 78 yards. I mean, so that's some huge numbers there as well. But when you got 4 potential wide receivers that, you know, you need to make sure they're all in the game. Tristan Carr, only 2 catches for 35 yards. You need to get him more involved. Zach Sandlin, 87 yards. That's a great day for an average running back. Wasn't Dallas Day today, you know?
Yeah, it was.
And I think that get back on it as we look at the player of the game.
Jared McChesney, no surprise there. 22 carries, 242 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and a whole 4 receiving yards there for him. That swing pass out of the backfield wasn't working real well for him. But the final score again tonight, 41-20. The Denver Nightwings over the Dallas Lobos. Thank everybody for joining us here on YouTube, and those of you that got to see us on Twitch. I appreciate you guys watching. A lot of viewers tonight. But
really
this
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephen Hacker, for Stephen Hacker on stats, appreciate you, Stephen. You did a great job tonight. For Shan Varner, my color commentator, this is Rich Pratchard. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again. See you next time. Good night.
Peace.